Welcome to episode 19 of Vampire Survivors-like game in Unity. Upgrade system. Part 1. So today we want to introduce an upgrade system. So when we level up, we want to allow our player to choose actual upgrades and unlocks. First we want to introduce an upgrade scriptable object called upgrade data. This scriptable object is responsible for holding data on the upgrade. We need an enum to mark what type of upgrade is this. If the scriptable object will be upgrade item or weapons, or will it unlock new item or weapon for this character. Then let's add name and icon of the upgrade. Good. Add create asset menu attribute. Okay, with this out of the way, we want to use upgrade data to upgrade our character. In the level, we want to introduce a list of upgrades available to this character. This list will be a pool of all available upgrades to our character at this moment, which he can acquire when level up. Now when level up, we need to get the upgrades from this pool. Create a new method called getUpgrades with parameter count. This method will return list of upgrades. In case you level up, you can use this method to request upgrades from pool of available upgrades to player, so player can select one of them. Use random range to get random upgrade from the pool of upgrades. So this will get us one upgrade from the pool of upgrades. But in case of upgrade window, we want to request a certain amount of upgrades. We can do this by using count parameter. So if you request 4 upgrades, this method needs to return 4 upgrades. But let's say your player play game for long enough and he runs out of available upgrades in the pool. But we're requesting more upgrades than we have in the pool. In this case, we want to limit the quantity of the requested upgrades by the amount of available upgrades. Good. Now when we get the level up, we want to show player upgrade option. So we need to create a button. Because we will be using icons to identify our upgrades, remove text and replace it with image. Then duplicate this button to amount of upgrades you will allow your player to choose from. Good. Now what we want to do is to populate this panel with upgrades. Select buttons and create another new component called upgrade button. We need to cache the reference to the icon object, so make serialized field for the image object. Reference the icon image object in the editor. Then inside the upgrade button create a new public method set, where we will set the icon of the upgrade. Good. Now when we level up, we want to get the upgrades for player to choose from and show them on the upgrade panel. So get the upgrade list. Because we have 4 buttons, let's get 4 upgrades and pass them into openPanel method. But our openPanel doesn't have upgrade list as a parameter, so let's add this parameter. In the upgrade panel manager, we are receiving list of upgrades when we open the panel. Now using this list we should set our button on the panel. To do so, we need to reference those buttons on the upgrade panel manager. So create upgrade button list. Now in the open panel we get the upgrade data which we can use to set the button states. Good. Now we need to set the reference to the buttons and populate our upgrades pool. Let's create 3 tests per upgrades. Good. Now we need a bunch of icons. For these upgrades, there is a site called gameicons.net. So let's open this site and download bunch of the icons from there. Just pick any you like for now. Download them in the size of 50. Here in the sprites folder I made a new folder called icons and downloaded a bunch of icons here. Now set up the icons on the test upgrades. Add the test upgrades into the pool. And with that out of the way, we should be able to test this. When you level up your character, you should be seeing buttons with icons of the upgrades. Good. We have icons on the upgrades, but if we click on them, nothing happens. Open Upgrade Panel Manager. Add a new method called upgrade where we will pass the ID of the selected upgrade. Then inside, let's post it into the debug log. In the editor, set buttons to send the ID of the selected button. So the first button should send 0 as an ID, because, the indexation starts from 0 in C#. Second is 1, etc, etc. Let's test this. Good. Now we want to use those buttons to select the upgrade and apply it to the player. In the level script, when we get upgrades, we want to keep the list of selected upgrades stored in the memory. Create list to store upgrades. And in the level up, if it is null, initialize it. Then get the upgrades for the level up and store them into the selected upgrades. Use these selected upgrades to allocate the upgrade button on the upgrade panel. Then in the upgrade panel manager create and call upgrade on the character, where we will apply the selected upgrade. Use the past parameter to get the selected upgrade. Let's add this upgrade into list of acquired upgrades. And because we already acquired this upgrade, remove the upgrade from the pool. Take a shot every time I say upgrade. For demonstration purposes, make the acquired upgrades serialized. OK, and in the upgrade panel manager, when you select the upgrade, close the panel. Let's test this. If you play the game and look into the upgrades pool and acquire upgrades on your character, when we level up, you will see that selected upgrades will be moving from pool into the acquired upgrades list. You will notice that our upgrade panel will have third upgrade icon getting stuck after we left with only 2 upgrades. Don't worry, we will fix this in a few minutes. There is some cleaning we need to do, but before that, this episode is brought to you by generous support of people on Patreon and members on YouTube. If you want to join them, link to my Patreon in the description and join button available right now on YouTube. If you join at $10 or more, you will get access to project files on Patreon. Okay, first let's clean the upgrade panel so it will not keep icons from older upgrade cycles. Cycle through all the buttons. And call and create a new method called clean. Where we will set the icon sprites to be null. Call clean when you open the panel. Good. Now we want to hide the unnecessary buttons. Let's hide all the buttons when we close the panel and set them active on open panel. Let's test this. We have a problem. Let's extract the process into a separate method and call it onStart, so all the buttons will be hidden on the start. Good. Now with every level, because total amount of upgrades will be decreasing, we will slowly get less and less button visible. For now, those upgrades do nothing, but in the next episode, we will implement the actual functionality into the game. If you have a question or suggestion, leave a comment. Please subscribe for more episodes. You can find my Patreon in the description. Special thank you to Andrew Wilong, The Soul Hashdu, Fari PC for their generous support. With best regards, see you in the next episode.